Pisces, it's your girl Epiphany. How are you? Excuse the hair. I had to wash it, so it's still kind of wet, but yeah, I don't care. You're a fish. All right, so Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Check your natal chart to find out where Pisces resides in your chart. I hope everybody had a great New Year if you celebrate the calendar New Year. Yeah, let's see what's going on with Pisces. I got Pisces in my chart somewhere, I think. I can't remember right now. Do I have Pisces in my chart? I have to find out. All right. I gotta look that up. I seem to have forgotten. All right, Pisces, let's go to that hidden place. It would help if I had all 78 cards. Hello, is it Cicely Townsend? Hi, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Much love to you, much love to you. I hope you're having a wonderful New Year. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And remember, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Please. So in that way, you'll get notifications. Oh, hell. You know what? I'm not going into 2019 like that. I didn't like that card, so I'm being picky right now. It was actually the Devil card in reverse. Yeah, I'm not doing that right now. All right, Pisces. Let me give it a couple more shuffles. Pisces. All of them just fell out. All right, one more should do it. Pisces. All right, that's it. Pisces, what is coming your way, Pisces, for 2019? Okay, so some of you are like really guarded. You're protected. Maybe someone has really hurt you, like cut you down to the white meat. We have the Knight of Cups in your recent past. We have the King of Wands. And we have the High Priestess. Okay. Got the Ten of Swords in your present. Got the Page of Swords, right dab smack in the middle. Who are you watching? We have the Two of Swords. All right, so in your future, you have the Four of Wands. You have the Justice card. And you have the Judgment card. All right, Pisces. Just a quick overview, real quick, with this, especially with this energy. Yeah. It's like there's someone or something that you want to invite into your life because you're not feeling complete. There's like something missing. There's like this one thing missing. You may have everything else, or you're working on everything else except for one component in your life. It could be a relationship. It could be a job. It could be a lost friendship that you had. It could be anything. Right now, you're kind of working on your intuition. This might be somebody from your past, maybe somebody that you let go or walked away from, or maybe they walked away from you. But you've given each other some time to grow, and now maybe either you seem a little unknown to this person or they seem unknown to you. So it's like you kind of have to get to know each other all over again. So in your present, and we'll clarify that. In your present, you have the Ten of Swords. So whatever the worst was, it's over. It ain't coming back. It ain't going to happen again, right? Then you have the Page of Swords. But you're still watching. Whatever happened in the past with this person, it's like you're still like keeping tabs on them. I don't want to sound like you're like stalking somebody or anything, but you're like watching them. You're watching them grow. You're watching them develop. You're watching them make moves. You're watching them. All right. You're paying attention. Let's say that, not watching. Let's say you're paying attention to this person. Okay. They may not be aware that you're paying attention, but you're paying attention. All right, and with the Two of Swords, there's like some type of decision. You're at a crossroads. There's some type of decision that you feel as though you have to make. But there's something that you may not know, or maybe this person doesn't know something about you. With the King of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Justice card, it's like you're watching to see if this person is going to be fair or bring fairness towards you. I think you already know the answer to that, though. But for whatever reason, it's like you're hung up on this person being fair to you. You have the Four of Wands in the You have the Four of Wands in the future. Then you have the Justice card and the Judgment card. So again, it's like you want this harmony, you want this wholeness, you want this foundation, you want this structure of some type of relationship with this person, but you want things to be fair. You want things to be just, you want them to be right, you want them to be balanced. And with the Judgment card, you might be looking for a second chance with this person. Or maybe this person makes you feel a certain way that nobody else has been able to make you feel before. Maybe they kind of breathe life into you. Maybe they breathe life into you, giving you that renewal kind of feeling. It's like after a long day, you take a nice hot shower and then you feel refreshed. Like all the world's dirt and grime is off of you. And it's like, yeah, I feel better. This person makes you feel better. This person kind of uplifts you. That's what I'm getting. The actual picture was like a person on a cloud, but that's what I'm getting. Anyway, maybe in your past, if I'm just looking at the King of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Judgment card, along with the Two of Swords, something happened, something really bad. Maybe there was some type of betrayal on somebody's part, where you wanted things to be fair, but they weren't. But there was a choice that you had to make, and it's like you did it blindly. You just kind of did whatever you wanted to do in that moment, not really thinking of what you would feel afterwards. Yeah, with the Knight of Cups, the High Priestess, the Four of Wands, and the Judgment card, now you're thinking about your future. You're thinking about how this person makes you feel, like they build you up, like they kind of, I want to say they support you emotionally. You want to invite this person back into your life, but you're not quite sure how to go about it, or if they're going to be receptive to it, or if it's going to work out the way that you've been daydreaming about it in your head. And when I say daydreaming about it, it's not like a bad thing, but you just kind of imagine how things would be, and you're kind of like, shit, if it don't turn out the way I've been thinking about it, I'm going to be so disappointed. But Pisces, you do that. You do that. You have that ability. You have like this bubble, and you fantasize, you zone out, and you kind of play things out in your head first before you actually do things. Most of the time, most Pisceans do that. And then when it doesn't play out to the way that you had it, it kind of disappoints you a little bit. But depending on your feelings and your emotions, you're willing to work it out with this person. All right, so let's clarify the High Priestess. What's going on with this High Priestess? Okay. With the High Priestess, right off the muscle, we got the Page of Cups in reverse. So I want to say it's not going to be as awkward as you think the situation is going to be, because you are using your intuition. This person could be family oriented, or you're family oriented. I think that you're thinking ahead as far as, like, you know, the 2-3 kids, the 2 dogs, you know, growing old together, that kind of thing. You kind of want to be in it for the long haul. For some of you, I think that you're tired of the dead end relationships. You're tired of dating. You're tired of having to get to know somebody for the first time and just starting over again. With this person, you're like really comfortable with them. They might know your family. For some of you, you might be interacting with them at family gatherings. Maybe they're a family of a sibling or a cousin, or, you know, something like that type of situation. And you're just kind of like watching them from afar. You're admiring them. I don't want to say watching, because that's so stalkerish. You're admiring them. All right, so what's going on with this Ten of Pentacles? All right, so yeah, things are basically going to go in your favor. You just have to take that leap of faith. You need to put yourself out there. Jump up out the water and get back in there again. All right, so we've got the Queen of Swords, and it kind of landed this way. I think you're going to be partially truthful with whatever pain or whatever hurt that you and this person went through once upon a time. I think it's because you're trying to put the past behind you and you're not trying to relive it. maybe you feel as though you haven't been heard, or maybe you're just stuck in that moment. For whatever reason, you haven't been able to let it go. But it's not so much as, you know what? I don't think it's you. I think it's how you may have hurt that person. And it's like you kind of want to convey to them how much you really did not mean to do whatever it was that you did. Or it could also work the other way, where, you know, you're sorry for how things happened, your part in it. You're hoping that the other person's going to be just as remorseful as far as the part that they played in it. But there is going to be some truth, though. You guys are going to have like this conversation, but I feel as though you may initiate it, because it's like that big pink elephant in the room. What's going on with this Queen of Swords? It could have been due to some type of maybe lies, deceit, or maybe not being completely in the relationship what caused it to be dysfunctional. For some of you, maybe it was a three-party situation, or maybe you just weren't upfront about your feelings in this relationship. For some of you, maybe you felt as though in that moment in time you were kind of stuck in a relationship. Maybe that's how you hurt the other person, or maybe that's how they hurt you. Maybe things just weren't going well in that past relationship. There was a time that maybe you felt like you were stuck, that you couldn't get out of it. But you were able to get out of it. Maybe not by the means that you were hoping for, but I just kind of feel like you weren't being forthcoming, especially with the Seven of Swords. So, hey artichokes, how are you? Happy New Year, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. All right, so let's see what's going on with this Two of Swords. And I'm so glad I'm on point. All right, so with the Two of Swords, we have the Queen of Wands. All right, so even though you're like right now in the present, you got the Ten of Swords, you have the Page of Swords, you have the Two of Wands, or the Two of Swords, I'm sorry, and you have the Queen of Wands. Again, you're looking, whoever did this to you, if you did this to someone, or someone did this to you, it's like you're still like watching. Maybe your guard is up, maybe you're damn sure making sure that it's not going to happen again, put it that way. This caused some type of a change for you to change their ways. Hopefully they've changed their ways, but you're definitely like looking at the deceit and the destruction that took place on this past relationship. It's over. You know it's over, but it's like you're still like looking over your shoulders, kind of like walking down the street and you pass somebody and you look behind you to make sure they're not following you, kind of thing. But at the same time, it's like you're holding just a little bit of that, not a lot. It's not animosity, it's not anger, it's not frustration, but you're just being aware. But there's a decision that you have to make with the Two of Swords. You may be at a crossroads. Maybe there's something. Maybe you've been lying to yourself. Maybe this is the person that you want. And if it's not you, maybe it's the other person, because it is a general reading. But somebody definitely knows what they want and they are willing to change. You know, this in the upright means that this person is fixed. I mean, look at like the foliage. You know, it's like he's been sitting in that chair for a damn long time. He ain't getting up. He probably got a urinal on the other side somewhere, but he ain't getting up. You can only see one boot. You know, when he sat down, he had two. He only got one in this. But he's fixed. He ain't going nowhere. He is set in his ways. In the reverse, if this is your energy because you've been working on yourself and you're kind of grounding yourself now, you're kind of centering yourself now, and you're trying to be in alignment with this person, it's like you're willing to change. You're not so fixed in your ways. You're changing your thoughts. You're changing how you view things, your perception, which is great because that's what we have to do in order to grow. What's going on with this? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You want your friend back. You want your friend back. Maybe you're realizing that this is your soulmate. Maybe there's some distance between you guys. Maybe you moved, maybe they moved, but there's definitely some distance between you guys. Maybe you guys aren't talking anymore. Maybe you're talking a little bit, but there's some distance between you guys, but you're coming to the realization that this person is actually good for you. If you're a cross watcher, then this could be you realizing that this Pisces is good for you. But nonetheless, you guys have got to get rid of this damn distance. Seriously. I really think that somebody is going to make contact. If you guys haven't made contact with this person, you're going to, or they're going to contact you. But you have to be open. You have to be honest. You can't keep your feelings to yourself. That may have been one of the mistakes that you made earlier, was keeping some things to yourself. Because again, the King of Pentacles is in the reverse. So you're not fixed anymore. You're not set. This is how it is, and that's how it's going to be, kind of thing. What's going on with the 6? All right, so we got 2 cards on the side. All right, so we have the Empress. There's definitely some growth. There's some development. There's definitely this open invitation for love to come in. You've been loving yourself. The other person's been loving themselves. And I think it's going to show when you actually have communication with each other, when you talk to each other. You can't help but notice it, kind of thing. And you got the Death card. So definitely there's some change that's taking place. Now, this could have something to do with a Capricorn, a Scorpio, maybe an earth energy, maybe an air sign, could be Gemini, could be a Libra, could be a Leo. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, definitely something has changed. I don't know. I think whatever this ending was, whatever that was, you guys have put it past you. You guys have given each other some space, some time to grow. Because again, like I said, you got the 6 of Swords here. I think once you realize, you know what, I need to change a little bit. You're not so fixed in your ways. I think you're realizing that this person was actually truly a friend to you. You've grown, you're developing, you're open. It's about creating something. But there's definitely some change. You definitely have changed. This person has definitely changed for the better. All right, so we got the 4 of Wands, the Justice card, the Judgment card with the 4 of Wands. It's about being happy, being in harmony, being in alignment, having a foundation, being fair, because you got the Justice card right next to it. All right, got that, and you got this. And you're definitely looking, the way these cards are set up, you're definitely looking for a second chance. Now, will you get that second chance? I guess so. You'll get that second chance. You'll have that second chance at happiness. There's definitely some love coming in. Maybe it's from a fire sign, but this fire sign is definitely showing, well, this fire sign energy, whoever this is, they're definitely showing you stability. They might be acting a little quick, maybe a little bit faster than you would want, but I think, I don't know, I'm thinking the 3 of Swords ain't show up. So I don't think you guys ever lost any love for each other. I think it was just something really horrible that happened. And it was a matter of time, like taking time out and growing and developing and working on yourselves in order for you guys to be together. What's going on with this Knight of Wands? Okay, I didn't like that. You're going to be victorious. So if you put yourself out there and you tell this person, hey, I've been thinking about you. I miss you. I was wondering, you know, have you thought about me? But you have to come correct. You can't be sneaky and shit. You can't lie. You can't lie about your feelings. If you're having feelings for this person, I don't know, I'm just kind of getting this sense that you need to tell this person, but not tell them in such a way where you're ready to start a relationship tomorrow, but let them know that you're interested, because there might be somebody else. There may, I don't know, I'm just kind of getting that if you act as slow as you usually do, Pisces, because you like to think about stuff because your emotions are involved and you like to keep your emotions close to you. You really don't like to share them only because of the fear of getting hurt. We all get hurt, but you're a little different as far as your emotions. Pisces, you have this ability to wait people out. You're waiting. You know what? You might end up waiting yourself out. I'll put it that way. You have all this love to give. You really do. You have a huge heart. You're kind, you're compassionate, you're understanding. You're that person. And I think that this person at once upon a time saw you for who you were. And that's just going back to the high priestess. Maybe when they looked at you at times, maybe they looked through you, if that makes any sense. Maybe you were able to be transparent with this person and actually just be yourself without having to put up this facade, being, I don't want to say more than what you were, but you know how some people just have this, oh, you got to be this way or you got to be that way because we're going to this place. Why do you have that on? You can't wear that, or something stupid. But it's like you weren't able to be yourself. If you like to joke, to like, you know, do pranks, kid around, if you just overall like to laugh and have a great time, this person may have called you immature at some point. Not like accepting you for who you actually are, who you truly are. You know what I mean? And I think that kind of hurt you a little bit. So you were a little bit more reserved. You kind of started keeping your feelings close to you and not really sharing them as much. Yeah. All right. So with the Queen of Cups, what is going on in my deck? All right. So with the Queen of Cups, you're not depressed anymore. You're not stressing over it anymore. It's like you're not looking at the past anymore. Remember when I said that you were leaving this in the past with the 10 of Swords? It's like you're looking back at it, but you're not taking it with you, especially not in 2019. You are leaving that behind. It's like there's a weight that's been lifted off your shoulders and you're ready to move ahead. So you're not your typical Pisces where you didn't put shit on pause and you waiting somebody out, like I just got finished saying how you could be. But now it's like you have the Hangman in reverse. So it's like you're ready to move forward. You're ready to go on. But I still think that you're kind of trying to, you know who you want. This could be a fire sign. It could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. You're willing to change for this person. You really are. It's just you need to make a decision if you're going to move forward or not. And I think that in your future, you are going to make that decision. And you're going to move full steam ahead. You still might be working on yourself to a certain degree. You're definitely looking at the time that you invested previously, but you're willing to start over. And I think this person satisfies you. There's still some things about this person that you may not know that you're willing to uncover, but at the same time, you want to do it with some structure. Maybe the last time there wasn't enough structure. Maybe there wasn't a foundation. Maybe you just kind of jumped into it and it's like, hey. And then when you got, I don't know, when you kind of ran out of steam, or once the, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Infatuation. Once the infatuation died down, it was like, okay, what do I do now? Kind of thing, right? But now it's like you're older, you're wiser. You may be older than this person, but you're definitely looking for that structured relationship. You know what I mean? Not like rules and regulations, but like a more structured relationship where you're actually involved in it and you're molding it and you're putting your all into it, whereas before you might not have been doing that because there was some type of dysfunction that was going on. So somebody wasn't putting something in. They were half-assing it. Now you're ready to like take control, grab the reins, and like supervise and be like, this is what we need to do because I want to mold this and I want to do this and this is what I want to do and all that stuff. So that looks good, Pisces. You showed up for your reading. But what are you lying about? Damn it, man. Damn it. Damn it, man. Damn it. What's going on, Pisces? What's going on? Okay, so I want to say that you're not being honest with this person. It's not like a lie, like they're not, like you're not telling, well, you're not, a lie is a lie. A lie is not telling the truth, but it doesn't have to do with another person. It has to do with your feelings. It has to do with you being open. Your defenses are down. I want to say that you really care for this person, but you may not know how to express it in the way that you want to express it. Maybe you're fearful that they're going to reject you, But who knows? They may still love the hell out of you. But you're never going to know unless you open up and unless you start a dialogue of communication. So, for the most part, Pisces, I see this working out. So now, if you would like to have your own personal reading, you can go ahead and email me at 1214epiphanyplace@gmail.com. If you're in the group, you can inbox me, and I am so sorry about the focus. There we go. You can inbox me, and I'm also on Instagram. So, all right, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed your reading. And Pisces, love is out here for you. It's just a matter of you going out and getting it. So, all right, my fishes, I love you guys. See you soon. Happy New Year. Bye.